cow, YouTubers. It's Boss Magnus here with another Magic the Gathering Arena video for your viewing or listening pleasure. As you can see here, it's midweek Magic Momir, and the first thing I always want to do is check my quests here. Cast 20 red or green, 20 blue or green, 20 black or red, so I'm going to want to try and reroll one of these. Instead of being 500, I'd like it to be 750. So one of the things I use as my logic here is what's the overlap of these. So these are both green, these are both red, but one of the decks that I'm trying to use as I go through the ranked ladder is this Vampiric Hunger Tweaked, which is a life gaining deck, which is black and white. So I would like to re-roll this one, so then I can use my black and hopefully get 750. And look at that, we did. But as it turns out, blue-green gets us 750, blue-green gets us 500. So it is what it is. We'll see what we play and what we reroll. But today's video is about Midweek Magic Momir. So for those of you who don't know, Midweek Magic is a weekly event that Wizards hosts. It costs you nothing. So versus other kinds of events that you can play on here that either spend your gold that you earn by doing quests or gems which you have to purchase in the store, these events are here listed on your events tab, and we can see limited here. For example, Quick Draft Duskmourn costs you 750 gems or 5,000 gold. And again, to get the gems, you go here to the store, and as you can see, gems are included in these one-time purchases, but you can also go down here at the bottom to gems. $5, $10, $20, $50, or $100 to buy those gems. So this is a brand new account. It's my alt account, and I'm going to be doing this completely free to play, as I think a lot of people probably want to do this just for fun. And I would say if you're going to do that, like I'm saying, you really want to play these midweek Magic events. Why? Because it doesn't cost anything. Plus, you will earn one card that's at least a rare, could be a mythic, a second card that's a rare or mythic, and then finally a mystery cosmetic. Now usually these are alternative art for various card types, but sometimes it's a sleeve, sometimes it's a companion, so you never know. But all you have to do is get 3 wins, so let's give this a shot. So for those of you who don't know what Momir is, it describes it up here, the week's event. Use the emblem, discard a card, pay X to create a token, and every turn is a surprise. I mean, this is like pulling the arm on a one-armed bandit. It's like a slot machine, and you just try to have a little bit of fun and see what kind of craziness and kookiness happens here. So as you can see, we're going here first. One of the things that I like to do is try and get 2 or 3 lands out first before I actually cast anything. Why? I don't know. It's my strategy for lack of a strategy. The other thing that I try to do is get 1 of each land. I don't know if that matters. I think there might be some cards that it depends on having multiple land types or if you have a certain kind of land in play, so we'll give it a try. I'm sure that somewhere out there is a place to find out what cards are all in Momir. Okay, so now that we've got 3 lands, I'm going to cast my first spell. So I go over here, click on this, and it gives me the text here. I'm going to say pay 3. It taps my mana for me, and I discard a card. I've already got an island in place. I'm discard an island. What do I get? I get a 3/3 flyer, Guardian of Girapur. Now it has an ability that is moot, and actually, as it turns out, it's good that I didn't have to exile another creature because all the creatures come in as tokens, and if you exile a token, it doesn't come back. So that's one of those abilities that you don't necessarily want to get on a future creature. Okay, so they responded with a pay 1 life, draw a card creature that's a 2/3, doesn't fly, that's good. Allows me to swing in. I've got 4 mana. Let's see what the wheel gives me for 4 mana. Spin that wheel. 6/5 Colossal Rattleworm. Let's attack. Fly over. This tramples. That's good. Now, what do they get when they pull on the slot machine? What is it? They got a Trumpeting Gnar. Mutate. Okay, don't care. Doesn't matter. And another thing that you can think about is, are you going to cast your creatures or your spells before or after combat? I like to do before, because some of them impact, exile any other numbers. I want to do 0, thank you very much. What I was saying was that I think you want to cast your creatures before combat, because some of them will give +1/+1 until all creatures in trample or something like that, and if you cast it afterwards, then you lose that effect. So that's why I cast them all the time before. We're doing pretty good here. We're at 20 life. Opponent gone wrong. 121 is at 7. Let's see what happens. The crazy thing about this is, on one card, it can go completely wrong for you. I'm going to block with Yorion here. And they resigned. So that's 1 win, 1 victory. Yeah. Woo. Okay, so now we get to see what rewards we have for this free event. And when you're free to play, another rare, another mythic card is huge. As you can see, we also got the rewards for completing a daily win as well, so it does double duty. Okay, so we will claim, and the gold border tells us that it's rare. Waltz of Rage. That stinks. Oh well. Not a premium rare, nothing that's in the meta currently, nothing that fits in my current standard. But oh well, it's a rare. It's a rare I didn't have before, so that's something. Okay, Mountain next. Let's see what we get here. Try to churn through these 3 games pretty quickly. Well, I guess I have to hit end turn. I have to be paying attention to what I'm doing here instead of manipulating my lands. Okay, so they got a forest, mountain, island next. Like I said, I'm going to try and get to 3 lands here before I pull the trigger. Oh, are they going to pull something on 2? I've seen various posts out there, like on Reddit and things like that, that 2 is the ideal number. I've come up against players that have started with a 1 casting cost creature, and they've beaten the snot out of me, so I don't know. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Fairy Vandal. Hopefully that doesn't happen very often. But there are some cards that, you know, when this creature enters, draws a card or something. 1/4 Death Touch. Whenever it deals combat to a player, player loses life equal to the number of creature cards in their graveyard, which is always going to be 0. All the cards in the graveyard are lands, because we play lands, we discard lands. So, oh well. So they've got a 4/3 here with spell can't be countered, creature spells you control can't be countered. That's okay. That's a moot fucking point. It doesn't matter. It's like a cow's opinion. It doesn't matter. It's moo. As Joey on Friends would say. Okay, so discard a card. I'll discard another mountain. I'm not going to attack because I'm going to block. So no attack. Trial Agent gets +1/-1. I don't see myself ever wanting to do that. Pretty much because I want to use my mana to cast spells, not to make this bigger. Okay, we all milled some lands into the graveyard. Maybe it matters if we're looking at graveyard size or something? Don't know. Okay, what am I missing here? I'm missing a forest. Now we've got 1 of each. Momir for 5. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? Something that's a flyer, maybe? It is a flyer. When this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter. When another non-token creature dies, draw a card. Well, too bad. They're all token creatures, so that doesn't help me out any. But I can start sacrificing creatures to make this bigger if I want to. Okay, 4/4. As long as you control 8 or more lands, it has +4/+4 in trample. Okay, so he's at 5. That might become a problem. We'll just see. 2, 4, 6. Momir for 6. Discard, whatever. And we got a flying first strike, vigilance, lifelink, Sunblade Angel, another flyer. That's great. Do I want to sacrifice something? Nope. Okay, so the good news for us is that the opponent, Boogie, only has the one flyer. We've got the two flyers. So far they've been reluctant to attack on the ground, which is good news for us. What is that? Flying lifelink. Whenever it attacks, defending player discards a card. Uh-oh. Whenever a card is put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, put a +1/+1 counter. Uh-oh. So a card is put in the graveyard when I discard and cast something, so that is going to suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the crazy thing about this format is it can just turn on a dime, play one card, and nothing matters that's on the board. Is that one of them? Flying lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying have indestructible. Heck yeah, don't mind if I do. Let's swing for the fences. Do I want to sacrifice another creature? No, not at this time. Got a little bit of extra life. That's good news. So, this has... it's indestructible now, so I can block their creature all day long because it's also got vigilance. Boogie for me. Let's see what Boogie gets with his 4, 6, 7. I shouldn't say that. You can tell that I'm an old man when I say his. I should say their. I have no idea how Boogie identifies it. Okay, Balrog. That could be a problem. Can't be blocked except by legendary creatures, and when it dies, destroy target artifact or creature an opponent controls. So, do I get anything for it damaging me? No. So I will just take it. Don't care. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Momir. Oh, yes, we got the concession. Victory number 2. Okay, so we should get our gold for finishing our second daily quest. Claim that, and then we will claim our second card. Another gold halo here, which lets us know that it's a rare. Lesai. Devouring Sugar Bomb. This is an interesting card. It's undercosted for 6/6 Menace Trample, but it's got this upkeep. At the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice an artifact. Alright, so it's not easy to play with, and I've tried to design some decks that have utilized it just because of its mana cost versus power, and haven't found one yet. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Okay, we're going to go for our third Momir win. See if we can keep this video under, well, I don't know, probably not 15 minutes, but maybe 17 minutes, 20 minutes. These Momir matches can go pretty fast, especially when you reach a point where you're just like, there's no way I can win this. Okay, mountain next. So there's our mountains, there's our islands, end turn. Why do we keep missing hitting the end turn button there? Next, end turn. Okay, Elon. Ellen? Don't know. Waiting for me to act first? Don't mind if I do. What do I get? A 3/3. Whenever a creature planeswalker opponent controls is dealt excess damage. If a giant wizard spell control dealt damage this turn, draw a card. Oh, okay. So if they have something that I can attack through and they decide to block, I get to draw another land. That would be pretty sweet. Not the case. Each other non-human creature you control enters with an additional 1/1 counter. Okay, that could get out of hand. So I think I'm probably going to try and attack through and offer the trade. Let's see what happens here. Return a creature you control to... I don't want to do that. That stinks. I offer the trade, and they decline, so this is not looking good because I lost my second creature. So that's one of those effects where it's like, oh, in a normal game I can build around this, or it might be good because I have an enter the battle effect, which I can reuse. But when it's all tokens, not so much. And as you can see, they got that extra token. That's not the good. This is not the good for opposing Magnus. Flying lifelink and haste. Okay. That's helpful. Recover a little bit of life. They don't have any flyers. They're gonna cast more humans probably than there's a humans to the non-human creature. Bonehorde Drakasar. Houston, we have a problem. I'm not sure that this is gonna go well for us. We might end up conceding here in short order. I can't attack through that. 3/6 vigilance, who cares? So, they get multiple cards. Of course, both lands. And the problem is, if you exile the land card this way, which you always will, you get a 3/1 dinosaur, which comes in with an extra 1/1 token. Yeah. And that has haste. I mean, I don't want to take the damage, so I'll offer a trade. You can have one of them. Doesn't seem like a good deal for you. But okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. I mean, really, the only thing I think is going to save me here is if I cast something that's like a board wipe. That's not it. Ugh. He gets Elon. Sorry. They get another 4/2 creature. My Goliath gets bigger, but don't know how much that's gonna matter. Yeah, I want to put all the counters on that. Oh my gosh, they quit for that. That is interesting. So I'm not sure I understand why, because this is first strike. I'm not going to block with that. These trade with everything. You know you're going to get a new one every single turn. This... I don't get it. Okay, well, I'm good with that. We're going to keep it under 20 minutes here. We finished the third one. We concluded our weekly Momir event here. Here's our third quest of our dailies. Claim this. Let's see what we get. There you go. It's an alternate card style for Angelic Destiny. So this is key to know. You just get the card style. You don't get the card. So I will go and I will look Angelic Destiny. I'll look into my profile. I'll click on my set collection, and I'll look for Angelic Destiny, and I don't have it. So if I click here on collection, filters, not collected, you can see it's there. But now if I click on these little arrows, I can click on it, and you'll see I do have the alternate card style. So this is highlighted, and this is kind of shaded and dark. The pips up here show I don't have any collected, but I do have the alternate card style. So, for whatever that's worth. Okay, well that's it for today. Thanks a lot for joining me. Hope that you're learning a little bit as I go through the total noob, free-to-play things that I've learned in my year or two of playing Arena. My actual Magic knowledge goes a little bit farther back than that, but you know, when it comes down to it, I am just a very average mid Magic player. I usually grind to Mythic and Standard every month, but I think once you get to a certain point, I think most people can do that as well. So look forward to more content that has to do with that. Again, thanks a lot for tuning in. I appreciate it. Throw a like to subscribe. Throw some comments on there if you like what I'm doing. If you don't like what I'm doing, you want me to do something different, that'd be great too. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.